Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking for a message from your future self about your current situation. Welcome back, beautiful souls. If you are returning, welcome if you're new. It is truly, truly wonderful to be connected with all of you. Now, there's a lot going on in the world at the moment, so this is a very, very good time to be asking your future self about how something might be unfolding in your current situation. We have 3 piles to choose from, 3 beautiful cards, 3 crystals, although this isn't exactly a crystal, it's a fossilized ammonite, but I will show them to you in detail. I'll leave the video running for a few moments as well for anyone that wants to just really sit with the cards and the objects and tune in with their intuition to see which pile or piles is speaking to you. And I will also do an Ask the Universe as well, and I'll put that in a separate timestamp. So let's have a look at the cards that we have. So Carne, Life Force. This is for pile 1. And this is with the agate slice. So that is pile 1. Pile 2, we have Ra. This is for pile 2, and this is with the fossilized ammonite. And then we have pile 3, Ogma. And this is with the blue calcite crystal. It's a piece of raw crystal. Okay, so that is what we have. The 3 cards, the 3 crystals or fossilized ammonite. And I'm going to leave the camera running just for a few moments longer for you. Take as long as you need. You can always press the pause button if you need longer. And I will see you in the readings in just a moment, or in the next bit of the video where I'm going to ask the universe which pile or piles are recommended for today. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and see you in a moment. Welcome to the Ask the Universe part of the video. I'm on the homepage of my website, and I'm going to ask the universe to reveal your pile or piles. We'll see what comes through. You can use this facility if you ever need to not only find a pile, but find a reading as well. So let's ask. Pile 1. This is the pile that is being recommended for you today. Beautiful souls, I will see you in a moment in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Carne, Life Force Energy. This is a Hawaiian god. Just noticing the water, this is what he's connected with the cleansing of water, the purity of water. I would venture to say what's coming through maybe is the power of water. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but let's ask for a message from your future self about your current situation. We've got 3 cards showing up from here. How interesting, we have Selkie, and look at the moonlight on the water. Okay, then you have Stone Circle, the sacred landscape, and Quest. Okay. A message from your future self about your current situation. What do we have in? Seeing this one and this one. I reckon we should get these all in on your top row. You then have Wisdom Keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. And you have Boundary Stones, negotiations, contracts, communication. Life force energy. Okay. Now the story of Psyche is really interesting, the soul skin, because the story connected to this card is about a Psyche. I think she's a seal, and she could come to the land on the full moon and take a human form. And I think she got, again, it's like a contract. She got involved in something that then, I think your message might be coming through from your future self. She got involved in something. She got involved with somebody in her human form. I believe she may have fallen in love. And she could only be with this person, on the full moon. And then she wanted to return to being a seal the rest of the time. And he tricked her in some way, shape or form. So she couldn't get back, and she was trapped in human form, trapped on the land. I think maybe there is a negotiation or a contract. Maybe you need to see it differently. Wisdom Keeper, look at this. Look at it with, I don't know, maybe you need to observe something. The stone, take your time, is coming through. I wonder if that is what your future self is saying. Take your time in making a decision. It may be that there's more communication to come through for you, something you need to see, a new perspective, looking at it differently. The Stone Nation, the Wisdom Keepers, they don't do anything in a hurry for very obvious reasons. I mean, we look at a stone as almost like an inanimate object, stone circle. Maybe something needs to complete to come a full circle. Let's draw your tarot cards. What is the message from your future self? I feel as though you are possibly being advised by your future self, although no reading will ever tell you what to do. But I do feel as if there is information perhaps coming through from your future self about taking your time with something. Let's see whether we can get more information or guidance and perhaps some clarification around this. Let's look at these and see what is shown. King of Swords. Okay. Gosh, he looks like he would be very good at making decisions strategically. I'm looking at all these medals. The Knight of Swords. I'm hearing, like, what's that saying? Put your gas mask on first. Like, you can't... I feel like you need to maybe be looking after your own interests here, perhaps. You have the moon. You have and look at the moonlight here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. I am wondering, asking for confirmation about taking your time. See, I'm wondering with the Knight of Swords is quite a fast-moving energy, and you've got two aces and a two, so it feels like something is quite potentially imminent in making a decision, making a choice, weighing things up. Look at this person juggling things, weighing something up. A new perspective. I wonder whether you do, or maybe your future self is suggesting that you I want to say that you don't rush into something, but maybe something needs to be illuminated here for you, communication, before you make a decision here. We've got room for another card here, most definitely. We may even be able to get 2 more cards in, actually, I think. My pile 1. What is the message from your future self about your current situation? You have the Sun. That's fantastic. And I'm seeing this one too. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a beautiful moving forwards energy of real success. Okay. I feel from this reading, what I feel I'm being shown here is that there is a situation around you where you need to make a choice, or there's a decision to be made, or a contract or a negotiation, or there's some element of communication. I do think that your future self is suggesting that you, firstly, you absolutely put your own needs first. You look after yourself. Carne is an energy of literally looking after your own health and your own well-being. And a new perspective, study, learning. Maybe you are needing to see something in a different light. With the moon here, it's loyalty here. I wonder do you have a loyalty to something and you thought you were going to invest in it with the Ace of Pentacles, something that you thought you had an investment in, and maybe now you're needing to weigh it up. Perhaps something that you thought was set in stone suddenly isn't. But this does suggest that there's a really, really, really good outcome. The quest, setting forth on a quest. Maybe there's a new way of doing this, or a new perspective to be found, or even a new pathway with the quest. Perhaps something that you thought you were going to do the strategy is coming in again. I think this is a very interesting reading, I have to say, pile 1. Super, super, super interesting. And I think your future self is actually saying to you, really think about this from a strategic, sort of logical way rather than a heartfelt way. Be the observer, stand back and look at the lay of the land here. Be realistic in your appraisal here, because it may be with the moon that you have an emotional loyalty or a connection to something perhaps something that you thought would be fixed in stone. I feel as though your current situation, or this is what I feel I'm seeing in the cards, does connect to making a decision, could even be making a commitment to something. And it's really, really valuable, I think. Well, it's always valuable, isn't it, to weigh something up and consider the different options that are available to you. Everything here is about looking after your well-being and your own interests. In any negotiation, there needs to be a balance and a situation where both parties' interests are fulfilled if you're entering into some sort of a contract. We are seeing a really fruitful outcome here with the Sun. Even though it looks like something is going to be a bit of a roller coaster ride, something that's going to come to fruition, the Knight of Pentacles. However, with this Ace of Swords, I feel you are needing to be very clear-cut about something here. Really consider your situation. Your future self, I think, is saying to you, consider your situation from a bigger perspective, but from the perspective of your own well-being and your own interests. Are your interests being served here? There's something around this. I do wonder, let's ask a bit more about perhaps the potential outcome of this. Because with the Psyche, she thought she was entering into a contract with someone who understood that she would need to return. It's almost like a Cinderella thing where you need to return to something, by a particular time. There could even be timing around the situations for some of you. And really she trusted. She trusted that almost like that timing would be honoured, but the person tricked her because he wanted her, his own agenda. He wanted her to be on the land all the time, but that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted to be able to return to her family. So I'm not saying that somebody is tricking you, but I do feel this is about weighing up. Even Kane has both hands here. Weighing up. Weigh up the energy almost of a situation and make sure that you are receiving as much as the other person. And in this instance, put on your gas mask first. I do feel this seems to be about some sort of negotiation or a contract, and I think you're being asked to be strategic about it. Sleep on it, listen to your dreams, but it may be that you had a loyalty to something, and it may actually be better for you to consider other options as well. Weigh up other options, go out on a quest of discovery, get a new perspective, learn more. Perhaps you were moving forwards on a particular pathway, and actually that pathway could lock you into something in a contract that wouldn't be to your greatest advantage. So your future self is asking you to consider and look at various different options. Let's see where we are now. How might this unfold? Look at that. You have the Seven of Cups, which is about weighing up your choices. And then you have another seven, the Seven of Wands, which is fascinating because this sometimes does indicate, it could be like a conflict of interests. You feel like you have to defend yourself. You have the Hanged Man, which is very interesting because the Hanged Man does bring an energy of sort of, well, I want to say turn it upside down. Look at it from... Is someone presenting something to you that is almost upside down? You're hearing it from their perspective. Turn it the other way up and look at it from your perspective. Look at it from both sides. I think then decisions can be made with the Ace of Swords. Your future self, I think, is suggesting that there is a fruitful outcome and that you can make... an interesting, I think that you can make a lucrative, fruitful, good, positive choice, but I think it may need review and reflection. May we kindly ask if there's any further guidance or information about, but I can see you making the choice, a conflict of interest. Can we see if there is any specific guidance? Got the Devil. You may actually have to cut cords or make boundaries. That's what we're seeing here. We've got boundary stone here. I wonder if you do need to hold your boundaries here. With the Devil showing up, it would suggest that maybe there is somebody who has a motive within this negotiation that really is not about your interest but about their own. You may want to say goodbye to something, some of you. Cut the cords to something that binds you. The Devil is ultimately a card of liberation that asks us to not lock ourselves into something that no longer serves us. I do think for some of you there could be a change of direction. Something that you thought would be fixed in stone now isn't. And I think that for me would be appropriate. If you could be locked into something that could trap you into something or tie you to something, some kind of a contract that wasn't actually in your best interests. This looks to me as though there will be a very fruitful outcome, either through a negotiation where you hold your boundaries completely and you arrive at a balanced outcome that is fruitful and for everybody, or for some of you, you may even be saying goodbye to something, in which case you will find, I think, a fruitful, perhaps a more reliable, steady outcome. The Knight of Pentacles has a very honest energy, very honest, down to earth. With the Devil and the King of Swords, this could even be someone who is being very strategic, and maybe you need to think of yourself. Look at the darkness around the heart here. Look after your own health and well-being in a situation where you are negotiating something. That's what I think your future self is connecting to, your current situation, and potentially go on a quest to seek alternatives, because I think you might find some better information out there. This is very interesting, but this is what I think the message from your future self is. It does look as though it's unfolding fruitfully, which I'm thrilled about, truly. But I think this is either about really firming up your boundaries or potentially setting forth on a quest to look at alternatives. And I'm sorry if that's the case and it was something that you thought you would remain tied to. But I do feel there has been a division of loyalties, maybe a conflict of interest in something. Well, my beautiful Pile 1, this is your reading. I'm sending you all the love in the world. And thank you so, so much for being here. And yeah, it really is an honour to read for you, truly, truly. Tons and tons and tons of love. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Thank you so, so much, all of you. If you're watching this as I have uploaded it, thank you so much for those of you who've been joining my tarot course while it's half price. But also we now have an option to pay in 6 monthly instalments, which makes it really, really reasonable and affordable. And thank you so much, because it's really important, I think, for me and for my community, that we are accessible for people who want to jump on board, learn to read, potentially even to work professionally. So beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. Thank you all for being here, and just thank you for being a part of our Moon Magic community and our Moon Magic vision. Tons of love, Pile 1. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Pile 2, this is a lovely reading. This is a lovely card. Ra, share your gift. It's got a real energy of like, what are you waiting for? You've got the card of Cave. You have, I'm seeing these two actually. Let's check these out. Bridge, the place between the worlds, and Quest. I actually think your future self is speaking really loudly and clearly already. I think you're meant to come out of your cave, out of an incubation period, and go for it. I think, honestly, I feel like this is like a thumbs up. Let me make sure that camera is focused properly for you. I really do feel this is like you're being given the thumbs up. It's like, what are you waiting for? Get going. Do it now. Singing stones. Transmit your vibration. Use your voice. Wow. And a hagstone. Energy shield, protection, inner strength. Do you know, this is so fascinating because hagstones, I have a couple actually here. But, and I use them sometimes in my readings, as some of you will know. But hagstones traditionally here in the UK where I live, boat builders use them. And when they start to build a boat, as soon as they have built, I believe it's the stern, you know, the bit right at the front of the boat, they hang a hagstone on the front of it while they are building the boat, because it's good luck. It's like it signifies this brand new beginning, and it signifies that there will be protection and, you know, beneficial energy and, you know, a good voyage. Whatever you are thinking of doing, I feel like your future self is literally sort of saying, what are you waiting for? Kind of go for it, get to it. What are you waiting for? I'm seeing this and this. Interestingly, they're coming off the base of the pack. Let's look at your tarot cards. It really is, what are you waiting for? It's like they're trying to give you the confidence to go ahead and, I don't know, either to get started, to cross a bridge. You know, I don't know what this will be saying in the context of your world as a, you know, a general reading, but even the ammonite, it's like this beautiful Fibonacci. It's the Fibonacci spiral, isn't it? Let it unfold. Let it happen. Cross that bridge. Sometimes we have, what's that saying? I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Well, I feel like you've come to it. Now's the time to cross the bridge. Literally. Wow. This feels absolutely super, super exciting. Transmit your vibration. You know, have a voice. Use your voice. Get going. Knight of Pentacles. How beautiful. Set forth. You have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, you have the Devil. You have the World. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Death card. You have the Eight of Swords. We get one more in. Or shall we leave those and put these up? Then you have the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. Okay. I'll put those up there. This is interesting. Okay, I do think that this is what I feel I'm seeing in the cards, that your future self is literally saying to you, go for it, don't hold back, get going. The timing is right, you've come to that bridge, so cross it, rather than waiting for something. I wonder if some of you do have some either money or support or finances. I think some sort of resources are available for you. You know, perhaps somebody has offered you something, or if you are concerned about how you move forwards, it is almost as though you will be given something. You'll be given what you need to initiate something. You may already, that's what I feel. I feel like you've already received something. That you, in many ways, and it may not be for all of you, but I do feel for some of you, you have received something. Something is landing. And it's almost as though there's a hesitancy as to how to invest that. Let's say you've always wanted to, I don't know, set up a project or something, and suddenly you come into some money unexpectedly, or somebody comes along and says they'll help you, or something like that, but you're hesitant about, like, dipping your toe in the water. Or you're questioning whether it's a good investment. I think your future self is sort of suggesting, I think, that it is a good investment, or because this is like cross that bridge, go for it. Use your voice, you'll be protected. Get going, persevere, make it happen. This is the sort of energy that I'm getting here. I think you'll find that people will support you with the Nine of Cups. If you are worried about, I mean, I don't know, is there a history of self-doubt within you that come from your family origins that have caused you to feel very cautious or uncertain? Because this looks to me as though you will get the support. A door is being opened for you here. I think there is genuinely an opportunity for you to move away from, and for some of you, I think it is to move away from a situation where you've been working in isolation or in your cave, incubating something, to taking it forwards. If you're working on a project that you want to present, then this is sort of saying, what are you waiting for? Go and present it. You know, the right doors will be opened for you. That there could be a potentially quite lucrative deal for some of you, something you've worked on in isolation. It's time to move it forwards, to go talk to people about, it's time to reveal it with the Eight of Swords. I was thinking, what is this card telling us? I think it's time to reveal your idea, your project, whatever that is, or it's time to open yourself to reveal, gosh, I mean, this isn't a relationship reading by any means, but if this was applying to relationship, it would be time to share how you feel. But it does feel more as though it's something that you are bringing forth. Use your voice, transmit your vibrations, set forth on this new quest where you take something into the world. You expose it, you allow it to be seen. Something that's been kept very much under wraps, or it hasn't been really visible, or you haven't felt confident about making it visible. I think it is at a point where it's ready to be birthed into the world. Something is ready, whether you're ready to be birthed into the world, I think, or there's something you're working on, it's ready to be birthed. This is literally giving you the thumbs up. I feel this is what I'm seeing in your cards. And I do feel luck is on your side. I think you're being protected. It's time to share your gift. Whatever that gift may be. It could be just the very essence of you. You are the gift, but I think you are the gift and you have a gift. It's time to bring it forwards. Really, really, really step forwards. And there will be, I do feel there's some resources or an opportunity or a doorway is being opened. That's what I feel. is being offered here. This is just making me, I'm having a little personal giggle. I will just share this because what crossed my mind, I was just thinking, gosh, if any of you want to be tarot readers, maybe you could jump on board my course, which is half price right now. If you're watching this as I'm uploading it, it's half price, and you can purchase it in 6 monthly installments, so it's really accessible and really affordable. That's how we've kind of, it took me ages to work out how to do that, but I have achieved it. And it just made me giggle because I was thinking, shall I share this or not? Because this is not about just, I'm not doing this reading to try and just promote my course, although it's wonderful to let you know about it for those of you who might be wanting to use your voice as a reader, who want to work professionally, because that's what the course, it's geared to teach you to read at a professional level with an ethical framework. We are building a community. There is nothing else like it out there. I genuinely know that. But it just made me laugh when I saw the 6 pentacles. I'm thinking, oh, 6 monthly installments. So anyway, I've told you that. Now I will just focus back on your reading, which is here for you. But I just feel there is something in you, a gift. There's something that you have that you can share, that you can take forwards into the world. It's ready. The timing is ready to be birthed. You could be part, it could take you into being part of a community rather than feeling on your own and isolated. Yeah, rather than feeling like this gift is yours and yours alone, maybe you can connect to other people. But it is time to birth this, and I do think a doorway is open for you right now. And I actually do feel that your future self is saying it is time to reveal these gifts, whatever this is that you are creating. It's time to share this with the world, or with a bigger community, or be out in the open to share who you are. And you are being protected. And everything is here is saying from your future self, this is a really, really good time to go for it. I don't think there's anything else to say, but let's draw more cards, just because I have another little deck that I used in pile 1. Let's just ask a little bit about the outcome. Let's just follow through and see whether we can get any indication as to, how this might flow forwards. I do feel your reading is clear. Okay, you've got, I feel the one on the base as well. Okay, you've got the King of Swords, which I do feel is almost like, for me, within the context of your reading, that feels like, what are you waiting for? Make a choice, make a clear decision. We have the 6 of Swords, which is very much about looking ahead. Look ahead. Keep your horizon, your vision in sight. We have the Page of Swords. We have the 4 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. The Page of Swords, I think, is very much about setting forth on a new voyage. There's a newness, a vitality in it. It could be a course of learning, or you could be sharing something. Perhaps you want to teach people, but it could be a course of learning for you, or you teaching others. Or it could just be that you've got an idea, in which case act upon the idea. Page of Swords can indicate those light bulb moments. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. This really is, what are you waiting for? The resources or an opportunity is available to you. The 4 is such an interesting energy because it really, in some ways, it's a very lucky card. It kind of says resources or something is available to you. Money is available to you. But it also says don't cling to it. Be prepared to invest. It's like money can make money kind of thing, almost, or energy. If you've got the energy, why would you not invest it? Why would you play it safe when you could take something forwards? So it very much asks us not to cling to the safety of a known position, and to be prepared to be generous with yourself. The High Priestess for me just indicates that this is guided and there's divine timing. So I feel this is really a confirmation for me of everything that has been coming through in the message that I feel I'm hearing from your future self. So, my beautiful pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you all of you who have been jumping on board my tarot course. It is so exciting to be connecting up with you in some of the seminars that we do, with some of the community events. We have buddy read events, we have community events, we have a moon seminar every month where we can meet on Zoom. So it's really exciting to be connecting with all of you. in all honesty, it is unbelievably exciting to be connecting with all of you anyway here. We are building, whether we're here or on my course or in every which way, I do feel that we are building an amazing moon magic community of people. So I am truly honoured to be connected and reading for you all. Tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We are asking for a message from your future self about your current situation. You have this beautiful blue calcite and Ogmar or Omar, I believe it is sometimes pronounced. Okay, you've got a letter, the call. You have Imran. Look at this little oracle setting forth. And Old Woman of Dreams. This is an interesting energy. Is there something that is available to you, but you're feeling maybe a little bit vulnerable about communicating it? The Old Woman of Dreams, the maker of visions. Are you navigating self-doubt about your potential in some way? Wisdom Keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. That came out in pile 1, actually, that particular card. And singing, how interesting, and singing stones came out in pile 2. Transmit your vibration, use your voice. Transmit your vibration. Now, this is very relevant to Omar or Ogmar, watch your words, because it is, this card gives an understanding of the way that words carry a vibration, a vibrational energy. Transmit your vibration, use your voice. So if we are thinking something like, I'm no good at this, or I don't know, if you have a raging inner critic or something, then the words and the vibration of your words are emitting an energy or a resonance that isn't helpful to you, because it's not attracting, you know, in the law of attraction, it's not resonating with what you want to achieve. It's a bit like when we, I don't know, if we set an intention or you say a prayer, it's a focused pocket of thought. But if you, I don't know, set your intention or say your prayer first thing every day, and you really invest your energy into that 5-minute time when you're really focused, but the rest of the day you worry about all of the things that you think might go wrong or why it might not happen, then the thoughts and the energy and the vibration of those thoughts, you know, it's like for 5 minutes you've asked for what you do want, and the rest of the day you've focused on what you don't. There's something about where you place your focus here. Perhaps that's a message from your future self about being aware of your dreams, that the thoughts and the language in your mind is creating. It's like it's sending out a call. It's creating the vision. It's creating the manifestation of what you are wanting to bring in. Let's get more guidance and information. It may be that you are being asked to be careful with your words. What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you're saying? What kind of vibration is that emitting? Is it in alignment with what you want to manifest at this moment in time? Seeing these, well, that one clearly as well coming through. I do think this one too. Let's look at these first. Okay, you've got the Devil. Do you know what's coming through for me? The moment I saw this card was, you know, like when you've got an angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder, or caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. These sort of sayings are coming to mind, you know, where you could be really positive about something and yet something within you doesn't quite believe it. But let's get some more information first. The Nine of Pentacles. How interesting. Again, look at this beautiful, fantastic garden. And yet in her head, the gates are closed. Okay, then you have the Magician. Now this is amazing because this is sort of something that would seem to be almost impossible can become possible. Look at the magic that is here. And the King of Wands, a leadership card. Gosh, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Then you have the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. Okay. This is a very, very, very interesting reading, my beautiful pile threes. Very, very interesting. I think your future self is almost encouraging you to try and have a really, really, really positive outlook about something. To believe that something can manifest. To believe that a door can open for you. To believe that you can rise to fame. To believe that your dreams can become real. But it's all about thought. With the Ace of Swords. Look at how light this card is, the energy of this card. So what is this? I find myself almost wanting to ask questions, which is really, really interesting. I'm sort of like asking questions of you rather than, which is, what is it that you're doubting? What is it that you feel you can't have? What is it that you are concerned about starting or committing to or embarking on or doing, or something that you want to manifest? Maybe it's quite a big dream with the King of Wands, and yet somehow you're sitting, I don't know, dipping your toe in the water, but not really believing that this can happen. Why not? Why couldn't it happen? Why couldn't it happen for you? That's what I feel like I'm almost asking. I wonder if your future self is telling you that it can happen for you and it will happen for you. And at quite a speed as well with the Chariot. You know, doors can be opened for you. I always think as well, you know, when we are manifesting something, the universe can open doors for us. As many doors as, you know, door after door after door. But we have to step through it. We have to be able to step through that door. We've got to be prepared to take that chance. Okay, I'm just going to place this here. I'm really interested in this little oracle here, because it feels like there's this sort of vulnerability. It's almost as though, because there's such a vulnerability in this little figure, in this great big ocean, and yet it is almost as though, I mean, the essence of this card is about setting forth in trust, not actually being quite sure where you're going to end up, but trusting that it will be the right place, the right moment, that the right doors will open for you. Because we have the devil, that devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other, or caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, the call is a card that just acknowledges that a call, let's call it a call to action, that this comes in many different shapes and forms. You know, sometimes it just made me think of the devil. Sometimes when something breaks or breaks down or it isn't working, it can feel really challenging, and yet it's actually a call to action, because you're meant to be stepping up, not down. And if it didn't break, you wouldn't move forwards, you wouldn't take that risk, you wouldn't set forth into the unknown. But I do feel with the call that I feel that there is, this is what I think I'm seeing in your cards, that there's some kind of magical opportunity. I do feel it's taking you out of your comfort zone. I do feel it's something that is a dream for you with the Maker of Visions. I really think it's something you actually really would like. And I sort of want to say it all looks really good, and yet for some reason there is a bit of you that is still questioning, perhaps because you really can't know how it's going to unfold. It's like embarking on something very new that's a big deal for you, and be like embarking on a new relationship, or setting forth to a new class, to do a new class, or a new course of study and learning, or a new whatever it might be, joining a new community group or something. Everything in the cards here suggests that this is a very magical moment. It could be the way that you meet, I don't know, like-minded people. You find your tribe. Or it could. I feel it's leading you to something that is really, really positive. But it does feel like that there's a nervousness about it, or a self-doubt from within as to whether it would work. There could even be, for some of you, somebody around you who's been a bit negative about your idea or the thing that you want to move forwards, or you'd like to go and sign up to or join, or whatever. It could be that you are fearful of criticism. It could be your inner critic. It could be fearful of criticism from others or from family. Or maybe it feels like it's a grey area. You're moving into something and you're not sure how it's going to work out. You don't know how it's going to move forwards. But this is about really, I feel, kind of almost recognising that this is, aside from the fact that I do think this looks to be a really positive opportunity, it's sort of trusting and then enhancing the progress of this, or enhancing the progression to success, to your dream, through the power of positive thought. It's like setting forth in absolute trust that you'll get to the destination you need to get to, as opposed to setting forth with worry about it. I'm going to ask for some more information, but I do feel these are the messages I feel we're hearing from your future self, which is trying to give you the confidence to believe in this possibility, whatever it is. Let's see if we can get guidance information. We have the World. Okay. And the Magician. Oh my goodness me. Wow. And the Two of Wands. And look at him holding the world. I think that this opportunity, I do think there is something that's, I don't know, there could just be like a yearning in your soul. Like literally a yearning with the devil to break free from something, to move beyond something, to let it go. But you don't know what you'll replace it with. Whether you are releasing something, releasing yourself from something, opening those gates. Because this would be a situation where if you were thinking the grass is greener, I think it probably is. And it would be worthy of taking that, moving out. It's moving out of your safe zone in some way, shape or form. Letting go of the familiar, or giving yourself absolute permission to move forwards with this in trust. And the power of your own positiveness it's with you. This is giving you the world. I think this is quite a big dream. There's quite a big dream and quite a big vision. And I do think there is something that you're being asked to really, really believe in that dream. I think also for some of you to believe in the dream and to trust that what you need will come to you, that this will be possible, that this will be enabled, that the universe will actively work with you. So whether this is purely like an idea, a dream, a vision, a big dream, a big vision, and you're feeling as though, how on earth could I ever make it happen? Then I think this reading your future self is bringing you a message to really say to you, look, this is really possible. So believe in it, because the power of your belief will put a call, send a vibration into the universe so that the universe can start to open doors for you and make the magic happen. If there is a doorway in front of you already and you're contemplating it but feeling a bit nervous because it takes you out of your comfort zone, then this would sort of be giving you the thumbs up to walk through that door. But even if this is just at the visionary stage of something, I think your future self is really asking you to believe in this as a genuine and real possibility. Pile 3, I think this is your reading. I just quite, I'm all tingly actually with this, I really am. Beautiful souls, if learning to be a reader and potentially work professionally is part of your big dream and your vision, do, if you're watching this close to the time I've uploaded it, do consider signing up maybe to my big vision, which is the Moon Magic Master Tarot community. I am building a community of tarot readers who work, to a professional standard, and many of whom will want to work professionally as readers. But we work within an ethical framework. It's a very, very different course to any other that is out there. Everyone on the course has absolutely acknowledged that. So, if you're interested, right now the course is half price, and I have managed, I'm very proud of myself, that's stepping out of my comfort zone into the techie bit and managing to set it up so you can pay for it in 6 instalments. And what that means is it's really genuinely accessible and affordable. So while it is half price and you can do those 6 instalments, if this is something that interests you, if this is part of your dream, I would love to have you come and join me in my dream and make a collective vision where we, build a body of professional readers who work within an ethical framework and really, really understand the importance of working spiritually, and also understand, I don't want to say understand the importance of working spiritually in a professional way, but it is about vibration. Ethics carry a really high vibration when we work within an ethical framework. We're accessing a different level of communication because of that high vibration. Anyway, I'm waffling away and I will stop waffling, but if it's something that interests you, do join me, and thank you just for being here and, supporting the Moon Magic community and me and my overall vision, which is, to put readings into the world that will be of benefit and for the highest good for all who come across them. So thank you for being here. I'm honoured to be reading for you and be connected with all of you. Tons and tons of love.